Hi everyone, welcome to SAS Programming 90 Days. Today is a day 5. So today we are starting with the SAS data structure. So what is a SAS data structure? So we have one structure in the SAS. So how we are accessing a data. So how we are preparing a data. So first of all we are access the data, then explore the data, then we prepare the data, then we analyze and prepare data, then export the data. Okay, so my data is now ready. So first of all I have to access, then I have to explore, then I have to prepare some analysis on that particular data, then we are exporting data and we are presenting to the client. Okay, so method or to import data into SAS, we have three popular method for importing our data into SAS. First is a PROC import, second is the infile statement, and third is a file name statements. So this is a three popular method for importing a data into the SAS. So importing a data into SAS, one of the basic concepts you need to know in order to work with the data manipulations or analytics. So first of all we are starting with the PROC import. So what is the PROC import? This is a procedure import. Okay, so in the import data we are importing a data in the different data structure. Let's suppose it's a structured data or unstructured data. We are importing with the help of the PROC import statement. So let's see how to write the PROC import statement. So I'm opening my SAS On Demand Academy. Okay, so this is my SAS On Demand Academy. So first we are declaring we are using the PROC import. Okay, PROC import statement procedure. This is a procedure for importing data from outside you can say, or external data we are importing with the help of the PROC import. Okay, so all the PROC procedure you need to write PROC. Okay, then you have to write PROC import. Okay, in the PROC import, then my data file. So give here the data file name. So let's suppose I already imported my data. So how to import a data? So first of all you need to select the directory. Okay, this is my directory. I want to import some data here. Okay, so now they're saying upload files, then you have to choose file. Okay, so let's suppose you choose some files from your desktop. Okay, so this is all related to the desktop. We have the multiple files, then you need to select here. Okay, then choose file, then upload. Okay, then your data will be uploaded. Okay, next step will be you need to let's suppose I imported one data here, data one XLX file. Okay, now I'm going down, then I'm click on the properties. In the properties the location is here, so I need to select the location. I need to write here location in the data file. So I write it the location here. This is my location. Then next is the DBMS. DBMS means your database format. Okay, so my database format is in the format of the Excel. So you can write the Excel, but the Excel it's a particular format, particular Excel 97, 2000 or 2007. If your Excel is version is 97, 2000, 2002, 2003, 2007, then you can write the Excel. Else if your the higher version, then you need to write here XLX. This is my data. Okay, then you have to write here the out statement. Let's suppose I want to out these in the my work library, my temporary library as a data one. Okay, then replace if existing any data available there with the name of the in the work library as name of data one, then they will be replaced with the with this current data. Okay, then run statement for the closing. Okay, now I'm also writing the proc print because I want this in the. Okay, now I'm writing here the data name also because I need to write here one statement. I'm writing one statement for the because my data is very large. This is very large data, so I'm using the OBS statement. Let's suppose I want the 10 rows only, so I write it OBS. Okay, now I'm running this code. Okay, now you can see here we have we imported our data. Okay, so now but only we have the 10 rows. Okay, only the 10 rows are here. Okay, so 10 rows is showing the all rows right now, but I want only the 10 rows because so I need to write the in the bracket. Okay, now it's looking good. Okay, now if I execute this code, now you can see here we have only the specific 10 rows because I need to write the brackets for the OBS statement. Okay, now you can see here we have the data OBS month X financial year. If you see my actual data is this. Sorry, I need to download this data. I'm downloading my data. Okay, it's take a time because this is the large file. Okay, now you can see this is my data. Okay, 10 rows we have. Okay, so this is a proc import statement, how we are importing our data with the help of the procedures. Okay, okay, let's suppose your data format is a CSV. Okay, so how you're writing the code. So for okay, so this is my data. This is my data. Okay, so I imported this data. Okay, it's a very large data. Around we have 10,000, 45,000 rows. So that's the reason I'm given the only the 10 observations. Okay. Now you're saying I have the data, Excel data, but that Excel will be a CSV file. Okay. So again, so we need to write again, we are writing again this PROC import statement for importing the data. Okay, but this is my file is related to the CSV. Okay, so my data name is the data2. Okay, and now you can see here data2 and extension is a CSV. So I'm writing the extension as a CSV. Okay, now also you need to write here in the DBMS CSV. Okay, in the DBMS CSV is mandatory. Okay, in the database you need to specify what kind of format is there. Okay, so I write it the DBMS as a CSV. Now I'm running this code. Okay, now you can see here we have the second data and only the 10 rows we have. Okay, so this is how we are importing the CSV file. The extension is CSV, and also in the DBMS you have to write CSV. Okay, then your data will be there. Okay. Next is the text file. Okay, so let's suppose I have some text file. So how we are importing the text file in the database. Okay, so again I'm using the proc import statement for the importing the text file. Okay, so text file name is data3.txt. Okay, and a DBMS you have to write here the format as a tab. Why? Because in the text file we have the tab delimiters. Okay, so I write the tab. Okay, and this is my data 3. Here also I'm writing data 3. Now I'm running this code. Okay, so one thing I missed here. So data 3 is a tab file is here. Okay, and the data 3 txt. Okay, So missing is my file name is name as a smaller data 3. Okay, so I write it the capital data 3, so D. So that's the reason it's showing error. Now you can see here I have the exact output as 1 to 10 observations, and this is my text file data. Okay, so this is how we are writing the proc import statement. Proc import with the we are writing the get names. Let's suppose if your data containing some names. Okay, so we are writing also the get names there. Okay, you have to write in the capital letters, then yes, get names, yes. Okay, and if your headers are available, by default they are catching the headers. If they are not importing not selecting your headers, then you have to write the get names, yes. Okay, guess in rows are also there. Guess in rows is related to, let's suppose, how many rows you know in your database, so you can also write the guess in rows also there. And one more is mixed. Okay, so mixed is basically is using for let's suppose we have mixed data, we have character data, we have numeric data, so also we are writing the mixed as a yes. Okay, so this is about the proc import. Okay, now we have the third one. The second is the infile statement. Okay, so what is the infile statement? It's same like the proc import. With the infile statement also we are importing the database in the SAS. The infile statement is used to specify the source of data that are read by the input statement in the SAS dataset. The source can be either text file, infile. The infile statement is always used to conjunctions with the input statement, which define the location, order, type, data being read. DSD option. So DSD option is named as a delimiter sensitive data. Okay, we are also using the miss over options and delimiter option for the particular delimiter if you have. Okay, so DST infile statement does three things for you. It ignores the delimiters, value enclosed in quotation marks. It ignores the quotation marks as part of your data. It reads two conservatives delimiters in a row as a missing value. Okay, let's see the example for the infile statement. Okay, so how we are writing? Okay, so here we are writing the infile statement. Okay, so for infile we are first of all we are creating one data. Let's suppose I'm creating one data new. Okay, and now I'm writing here infile statement. Okay, in the infile you have to write the, let's suppose this is my text file. I'm giving this text file. Okay, so I'm selecting the address here of the text file. This is my address of the text file, then close it. Okay, so this is my infile. Okay, so in the infile we are mandatory writing the input statement. Without input they will not run, because with the input we are giving the headers names. Okay, so let's suppose what is your database header name. Let's see here. Okay, so this is my headers name, so I'm copying this header name from the here. Okay, so in the input statement I'm writing my headers names. Okay, so all these header names are alphanumeric, so I'm writing the dollar with this one. Okay, okay, so this is my data is done. I created my data, then proc print. Okay, then translate. Okay, this is also the large data, so it's taking a time for creating this database. Okay, now you can see here my database is created. Okay, now this is my data. In my data we have so you can see here, this is the first data, ID, EGF baseline, and EGF. Okay, so this is my three data set, three input I given for the headers. Okay, then infile statement. So with the compare with the proc import, this is very easy way to write infile statement, and also we are frequently using the infile. We are not using frequently the proc import, because proc import taking a time to writing these particular statements. We need the hurry. We are writing very frequently code in this SAS, so we are using the infile statement. It's very easy to use and very useful. Okay, so with the infile we are writing this, and also if we have some delimiters. So let's suppose right now in my file we have the delimiters are the space. So by default they will be catch the space. Let's suppose if your delimiter is comma, so you need to write here like this one, DLM is the equal to comma. Okay, so specify your delimiters. If it is not the tab, if it is not the space, so you have to write here particular delimiter in the last of the infile statement. Okay, so this is about the infile statement. Okay, so how we are writing, you also we are using the miss over with the in the infile statement. Okay, so next is a file name statement. So file name statement is the third another use file name statement we are using for also the importing a data. The file name statement associated with the SAS file reference with the external file complete name to input the multiple raw data files into the SAS. You can use the file name statement. Okay, so let's suppose you have to import multiple data set, so then you can use easily file name statement, because file name statement will be help you for importing multiple data set in one go. Okay, so let's suppose I'm importing my data. Okay, again I'm importing data. Let's suppose I given the data name as a data 5. Okay, I'm importing the txt data, text file data. Okay, so file name is a global statement, so I'm not writing this into the in the proc import or the in the data in the procedure or the data step. This is a global statement you need to write here in the above of the your code. Okay, then file name statement. Then let's suppose I'm creating my data as a data new one. Okay, new I also created. Okay, then next statement will be infile statement. So with this file name statement you have to use the infile statement. In the infile statement I'm writing data file. Okay, so what I'm doing here, so I'm not I'm not writing file name statement. I'm not writing the directly code into the infile. I'm writing that code, that path into the file name statement. Then I'm importing into the my data set. Okay, so this is also one way. If you have the multiple data set, then we are using the file name statement. With the lib name we are using this one. Okay, so this is also the very useful command. The file name statement is also very useful. Okay, so this is I write it.